first trip post-COVID, and this is our first trip with just me and my wife and Kara. And we've been with Irvin Baxter many times, but this is our first trip without him. So a few years ago, he passed away November 3rd, 2020. And just prior to that, two tours before he passed, we were walking to the upper room down here, and we'll get there here in a couple days, and he slid up behind me, and he said, right here on my shoulder. And we're walking up there, and he said, Dave, did you get this? Are you getting this? And I said, oh yeah, you're doing the talking, no problem. I'm getting it all. And he said, no, are you really getting this? Because there may be a time when you and Jan may have to do this by yourself. And I said, yeah, I'm getting it. Well, what happened was that was 2 times before he passed. The next time we went to Israel, I stood this close to him. When he was standing up here talking, I stood right here, and I recorded every time he talked. And I've got all of those on my phone here today. And what I did, I transcribed them, and before I came here this morning, I read through these. And every time we're going to talk today, now I'm not going to go word for word what he said, but he was a wonderful, masterful teacher.
Yes.
And I'm so thankful that he poured into us, and that got us to where we're at today. End Time Ministries is exploding, and I'm so very, very thankful for that. And I know some of you listen to us, some of you don't, and that's fine. You just came with your friends and things, but thank you for joining us on this trip. I want to say that just from the get-go. Thank you so much. A lot of you guys have supported us for years. Some of you we went on the radio in '98, and then it just took off and went crazy. So very, very thankful for that, and each one of you joining us here. Now, before we get started, again, I've seen this many times. Some of you, this is your absolute first time, and it may be the only time you get here. And so I want to make sure that you see all the sights, you see the Dome of the Rock, the Alat Samas, the Temple Mount, and everything that's going to happen here. But more important to me, again, I was telling somebody the other night, the most important thing that I remember is the spiritual experiences. I remember spiritual experiences from people that happened back in '99 when we came here, and every time. I don't remember the buildings and some of the dates and things like that, but the spiritual experience that changed the people's lives while they were here. They'll come to a partner dinner or something in December, and they'll say, remember when that happened? I got baptized, you guys did this. One guy